Hey there, YouTube. Dalton here with Dumpster Diamonds. Just got out of Goodwill. Check out this lot of stuff I just bought. I dropped $100. Dropping hundreds. Well, I mean, hundred. Anyways, it's Christmas Eve right now. This was yesterday. I went to the Goodwill. I took a different way home than I normally do, and I saw a different Goodwill than I've never been to, and I thought, you know, let's try her out. And I think I did really good. All right, I paid $100, like I said, and I haven't added up what the profit's going to be yet, but I think by looking at everything, it's going to be great. So I'm going to start over here. I'm a little hyped up right now. I got my Ride High mug. Remember this from one of my previous videos. I'm all hyped up on some coffee right now. Look at this giant stack of CD players and tape players. I don't know if you realize this, but stock CD players often go for some good money on eBay. And I don't think a lot of people realize it. I think they get rid of their stock CD player, get an aftermarket CD player because they think it's, you know, a lot better, and it might be, but what you might not know is I believe it's car dealerships order these to return cars to stock. I don't know if it's a liability to have aftermarket CD players. I'm really not sure. If you guys know more about that, please leave me a comment. But I just know that I've heard that these sell on eBay, and I've personally picked up at least 5 or more in the past, and I've sold all of them easily. I've only had one return. I've never tested these things, which is kind of a weird deal, but I still have sold all of them, and I only had one return, so that's fine. So hopefully, I actually have only looked up these top two. One's an Audi, and the other one is a Mitsubishi. This one goes to a Mitsubishi. This one, I know one of these goes to a Toyota. I actually didn't even look them up. I know these two on top were like 30. I'll look these ones up later, and I'll probably post them. Usually I'm trying to post these videos right as I get the stuff, and then a lot of times by the time the video gets posted, I've already listed a bunch of it and even sold some of it. So a lot of times by the time the video gets posted, I might say if something's already sold, but I'm going to try to keep everything updated. I haven't done a what's sold on eBay video yet, but I think it's about time. It's going to be my next video I film, is showing you guys all the items that have sold this last month or so on my eBay page. Anyways, I know these two I looked up were about $30 a piece. I'm hoping these ones are more in the $40 to $60 range. They're a little bigger, a little newer. So I'll let you know how I do on those. Back behind that, I got the Wii Fit yoga board thing. I have not sold any of these before. I have one myself that I think I acquired a long time ago that I've never even tried out, honestly. But this one was still in the box, and it had the game in it, and it had like even an extra little pad on it to kind of like help pad on top of it for your feet, I guess. I don't really feel like getting it out right now, but I only paid $5 for it, so I thought, you know what, with the game, the pad, and the thing you step on, and it had the box, you know, just the box alone with the thing in it, I think is like $25, $30 on eBay. So that's a little bit of a new one for me. I'm gonna let you guys know how that goes. I haven't really sold any of those before. Anyways, moving on. Got this insert removal tool for, like, I don't know, getting out your grill attachments or whatever. It was brand new in the box, but the box has been opened up, It was only $2, and they go for 10ish or maybe a little more dollars on eBay. So, got that one. You know, anytime I can triple my money, I'm going for it. This is an interesting one. VHS tape rewinder. I think it's so interesting because it shows the prices this thing has gone through in its life. You know, it's retailed at $10. It was reduced to $5 at one point in its life. It got put back up to $6.99. This was the most expensive thing I had in this whole lot, and I had a 30% off coupon because I donated some stuff a minute ago, and so I got $2 off of it, so I ended up only paying like $4 on that. And these are going for like $20 to $40 online, and it's still in the bubble wrap. You know, the box is a little beat up, but it's brand new in there, so I'm gonna try to get closer to the $35, $40 for this. So that's interesting. I think it's so funny how the prices it's gone through, up, down, up a little bit, and on eBay it's, you know, pretty good, pretty high. Definitely more than it was, you know, a couple years ago. Before I get out to the games, this was interesting. I got this ink for $3. This XXL black ink, and the box has obviously been opened, but they're brand new, sealed inside. And this one was crazy. Like, you know, I know ink sells pretty well, but the sold listings on this, we'll have to look up this one, LC207BKXXL. It was like $30, $40 for this little box. So even open box, I'm thinking this is at least $30. So that, I'll let you know how that goes. And I might even just take an offer on it. Even if I got 10 to 20, I'd be happy. I only paid $3 for it, so that was a good one. Let's see. This is a whole bunch of DVDs and games. Let's look at the games first. I think most of these they're not, I don't think sorry. I don't have anything crazy expensive in this lot. I think we're looking for like an average of $10 a piece. I think the most expensive ones are maybe Dark Souls and Tony Hawk's Underground 2 for PS2. But let's see, we got Eve Online Special Edition. There was not a whole lot of sold comps on this one, but the couple that sold were $10. So I paid $2 a piece for everything here. So hopefully that's turning $2 into $10. We got Dance Dance Revolution Max for PS2. Lot of sold listings on this one, and they go, you know, around $10. So I'm thinking that's going to sell easily. Dark Souls. A lot of times I keep PS3 games for myself because I think that's the only system that I even get out anymore. I haven't updated and gotten the new ones yet. Maybe I'll get around to that. But Dark Souls here, I already have this game, so I'm going to end up selling this one. And I know it's about in the $10 range. This one right here, this one seems to be going for a little bit more than the $10 range. Tony Hawk's Underground 2 for PS2. And honestly, of all the Tony Hawk games, I'm a skateboarder at heart, and I think this was probably one of the funnest ones of all the games. Never mind. Second funnest. Underground number 1, I think might have been a little better, but this one was a lot of fun too. Anyways, that was going for pretty good money, over $10, a little over $10, not much. Ooh, I just noticed there's some stains on this one. I never noticed that before. I'll have to wipe it up. Wallace and Gromit in Project Zoo, PS2. This one goes for about $10. Kingdom Hearts. I thought this one would go for a lot more, but I think this one almost goes for a little less than $10. But I only paid $2 for it, so even if I get 7 or 8, you know, pay $3 shipping, you know, so it's turning $2 into $4. I don't know, it's not crazy, but I thought this one would be a little bit better. It's not really, I think there's a lot of them. I don't know. I got Max Payne 2 for PC. That one's going for the $10 range. Not a whole lot of sold listings on this one, I don't believe. Anyways, I'm kind of vague here. I'm going off of I looked all this stuff up yesterday. I was gonna film this yesterday, but I just got tired, you know. And I'd rather be a little bit more up energy with some coffee in me. Let me give me a little sip here, quick. Got that ride high mug. Anyways, moving on. PS2, Dr. Muto. I think this one is easily in the $10 range, maybe even a little more. It might be a little bit more of a rare game. Amped. This case is kind of messed up. I might have to replace the case on it. I think I have some extra cases laying around, but this one surprisingly was selling pretty well around the $10 range. We got the rest of these. Sorry, the rest of these are DVDs. I'm gonna put these games down here. We got this one. I might keep or at least watch it and then sell it. Catch the Vapors, a snowboarding film. I live out in Colorado, so I do a little snowboarding, and I like watching these. And I know it sells on eBay, so I might just watch it at least once and then sell it. I don't know. Depends how good it is. We'll see if it's good enough to add to the collection. Catch the Vapors in this tiny little case. Then the rest of these DVDs I bought. That was the only DVD that was used or opened. I don't really buy a whole lot of open DVDs unless they're kind of rarer, like action ones. They're just rarer ones, I guess. But the rest of these are still new sealed. You know, paid $2 a piece. Anytime I get a new sealed DVD, I should be doing pretty good. Even though I did pay $2, you know, I should be making my money back. This is Antoine Fisher, and then I got 4 Harry Potter movies DVDs, still new sealed. How crazy! And it's just sitting in the DVD section of Goodwill. $2 a piece on that one. Don't know if I should lot those ones together. I'm figuring that out. And then lastly, How to Get Away with Murder. I think this is a series for a season like 1 or something, and that one's new sealed. So I didn't even look that one up. But usually, sometimes season ones new sealed go for a lot more than the regular movies. So that's doing pretty good, right? I should at least double my money on these. Hopefully, average a little bit more. Moving on, we got the Xbox 360 controller, no backing. The joysticks work pretty well. They're a little bit mangled, but I only paid $2 for it. So I actually didn't even look it up. I just put it in the cart, honestly. I'm gonna have to look these up, see what these go for. Hopefully it works just fine. Usually when there's no backing to it, it's just because they had a rechargeable back to it, you know, and lost the original backing to it. So there's probably, I'm assuming it still works really well. I just got an Xbox 360 going again, so I'll have to test it out. I'm kind of getting this lame stuff out of the way before I move on to this. This stuff's really cool. This is just a Weight Watchers points calculator to keep track of your points. Still seems like it was new in box to me. That's going for $10, $12, something like that. Off Deep Woods towelettes, still new in the box. Has a 99-cent tag on it. I might send it to Amazon, but it sells for around $10, something like that. I can't remember. Maybe a little less on that one. This was interesting. Well, I'll get these last 3 VHS tapes. Dances with Wolves, still new sealed. And the VHS tapes were $1 a piece, so a new VHS tape sealed, that should be getting around the $10 range. Sometimes not, sometimes they just don't sell. And honestly, I didn't even look up this one, but I know this is a popular movie, Dances with Wolves, so I took a chance on it for $1. You know, why not? $1, new sealed VHS. I'll do it. Hopefully I get pretty good money for that one. This one's interesting because I was hoping that this was a really interesting lot of VHS tapes at this Goodwill. It seemed like somebody's whole collection. And this, I was hoping to find more things like this where they're very unique sci-fi horror kind of VHS tapes. This one's The Last Starfighter. You know, some weird, weird sci-fi stuff you never heard of that were very few were made. And sci-fi and horror, sometimes these VHS tapes go for crazy money. Go on eBay and search the sold listings on these. Just search horror VHS tape and then highest price down. Or sci-fi or whatever. And some VHS tapes go for $1,000. You know, if you find the original, I'm trying to think, Jason movies, or the original, not Freddy Krueger, Jason, I can't remember, but just look them up. You'll see some of these old VHS tapes sometimes go for crazy money. This in here is only in the $10 range, but I just wanted to point it out because it's the only VHS tape that I got that was opened out of that ton of VHS tapes that they got that I picked up, because these weird sci-fi horror ones go for some money even if they're opened and everything. Now, these ones up here are opened as well, but this is a whole collection. I'll get back to that. This right here was the other VHS tape I got. Brand new sealed Pinocchio. How crazy. It was originally $17, still new sealed. I didn't even look it up. I just said, you know what? New sealed, I'm grabbing it. And it was $1, so yeah, no, didn't even have to think about it. This right here is a super cool, I was telling you, this collection of VHS tapes this person had that got rid of was awesome. And I wish I would have went to their garage sale or whatever they had, but I got these at the Goodwill all for $1, so that's pretty good. Just, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 007 VHS tapes. We got Goldfinger with Sean Connery. These are really funny. They're some of the names of them. On Her Majesty's Secret Service. And that one, who is that James Bond? Ian Fleming? No, that's the writer from James Bond. This is one of the older ones. I didn't even look these up individually. I just kind of searched James Bond VHS tapes, and they might sell for about $5 a piece. This one's really old though. I don't even know who that James Bond is. Comment below. Let me know who that one is. He must be on here somewhere. I guess. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. From Russia with Love, the Sean Connery 007. Boom, boom. We got Live and Let Die. This artwork on these VHS tapes are just crazy. 007 always gets all the ladies. I'm going to have to become a spy. Oh, man. What else we got here? We got The Spy Who Loved Me. Man. Who's that one? This one is Roger Moore as James Bond. Jeez. I don't even... Oh, here's another Roger Moore as James Bond. A View to Kill. Sean Connery again. Never say never again. Oh, jeez. We got Sean Connery. Thunderball. Jeez. I've never seen, any of these. We got... Oh, that one guy I don't know. Is it Albert Broccoli? Broccoli? Oh, jeez. I don't know. But we got Octopussy. I can't believe they named a movie Octopussy. Crazy. The Man with the Golden Gun. Shout out, you guys remember GoldenEye way back in the day? Nintendo 64. You get the Golden Gun. One shot, one kill. Look at this one. This is a little provocative. For your eyes only. Oh boy. Look at that one. Woo. Anyways, James Bond gets all the ladies. Look at more ladies. James Bond, Albert Broccoli again. Oh no, this is Sean Connery. James, so who? Oh, Roger Moore. Did I say that before? Oh well. Sean Connery again. So there we go. 12 James Bond VHS tapes. Those should go for, I don't know, geez, at least 30 or so bucks. I should double my money or more on those. Not super crazy money, but still, I'll take it. Cool collection, cool stuff to look at, and I think it'll sell really easily. Paid $2 for some of these Scrubbing Bubbles bristle pads. They were going for like $10 online. I was gonna sell them, and the girlfriend saw it, and she's like, "Oh, we'll just use those." So that's for personal, which goes into this pile. Actually, no, I'm gonna sell this thing. I thought we were gonna keep this, but I have the bigger NutriBullet. This is for the smaller veggie bullet, but I thought it was pretty cool. Makes little fries or shoestrings with vegetables, but it's still brand new in the package. I think this is around the $10 range, maybe a little more. I'm not sure actually. I know I looked it up, but I don't have the tag on. I only paid $1 for it, so another $1 to $10. Let's see. And these two things I'm keeping. We got a brand new, or not brand new. We got a Red Hot Chili Pepper CD that was not cracked when I bought it, but I managed to drop it right as I got out of the Goodwill. I had a big old stack of stuff on my cart, and this was on the top, and I let it just fall right out like an idiot. So fail on that one. But look at how these guys are dressed on this one. Oh, I think this is, yeah, I had to pay $1 for this. Oh well. CD's still perfect inside, and I could actually replace the case. It's just dumb. Just dumb. Now this is interesting. We got a 550 watt power supply for a computer, or if you want to do like cryptocurrency mining, and it's still brand new in the package. So we'll see what I do with that. Stay tuned. Maybe I'll be putting together my own computer here in a minute. Oh, or maybe make my own cryptocurrency mining rig. So I got to start to it. 550 watts of power. That'll power a computer, I believe, or at least some graphics cards for some cryptocurrency. So keeping that myself. Anyways, last but not least, I have an awesome little story here. This little bag is it's Christmas time right now, so this is out of season, but I always buy my girlfriend a bottle of wine for Christmas. And I thought, hey, you know what, this will be a nice little bag. You know, she might even re-gift it to somebody else for a bottle of wine, you know, so whatever. I'll get it for her, and she can do what she wants with it. But I was waiting till today, Christmas Eve, to buy a bottle of wine, and I obviously have one right here, but I had a pile of stuff for my neighbors. I have a neighbor that has two adorable little girls that I see every day going to school, and they are just the sweetest two little girls, and I obviously I'm constantly buying and reselling stuff, and I had a bunch of like art supplies and maybe some coloring books and some wireless headphones from that bulk.com order. Just a bunch of stuff that these little girls would like, and I got it together and I said, hey man, I got this basket of stuff for you, you know, Merry Christmas. And he was very, very thankful. And he's like, hey, do you like wine? And I was like, yeah. And so he brings me a bottle of wine. It was in a Christmas bag, a bottle of wine, and he gives me a little shot of, how do you say that, Mahon gin. Gives me a shot of gin and this Pinot Grigio wine. I was like, how perfect is that? I was nice and got together a bunch of stuff and gave I just donated some Christmas presents, and in return, well, what goes around comes around, right? I ended up getting exactly what I needed for Christmas. You know, it's not red wine. She likes red wine, but who cares? You know, I got a free bottle of wine, and I'm going to tell her a story about it. And it's just something awesome to share. And I wanted you guys to realize that, you know, don't throw stuff away. You know, at the very least, donate to Goodwill, or think about your neighbors. Think about if they got some kids, and I know these particular couple isn't, you know, they're not riding around in a Bentley by any means. They're doing fine, but I'm just saying, you know, I think they really appreciated those presents, and it was stuff that obviously I'm not going to use. It's a bunch of kids stuff, coloring stuff, you know, art supplies that they're going to need for school. I even put some school supplies in there, so they ended up coming around full circle, and I got exactly what I was going to buy today gifted to me for the gift I gave to them. So, awesome little story here. Go out and help your neighbors out, all right? They're going to help you back. What goes around comes around. It really does. I'm only keeping 1 or 2 things in this whole lot, and those 2 things cost, this was $3, guys. $3 for this. I didn't mention that. For this power supply. Awesome deal. $1 here. So I'm only keeping $4 worth of stuff. Oh, maybe $5 counting this gift bag. $5 worth of stuff. Oh, my bad. $7. We're keeping these things. Keeping 7, but I should be making an, geez, I don't know, $300, $400 range. We'll see. I'll let you know. It's really depending on how much these 2 go for. If these are going for, you know, 60 or maybe 100. You know, I'll have to look them up. But there's a lot of really cool stuff. You know, you don't come across new sealed Disney movies very often. And I also wanted to make sure you guys knew more about these sci-fi movies and horror movies, because sometimes you get some rare ones that are worth some money. I got a lot of good games too. Surprised I got a lot of new DVDs. New DVDs are always great, so sometimes I just go straight for the new DVDs first, and then I go through and try to find the rarer ones. But this is what I do first when I go to the DVD section. New ones. Then I find something that might be more rare, like weird, you know, niche movies like this, you know, snowboarding movie that most people won't grab, but there is an audience that would pay money for it. I really scored on the ink. That's like $40. So even just the CD players here, I make my money back. 40 here, 50. What did I say? This was 30, so we're at 180, 90, 200, 240. Geez, I mean, then we got all this media. So definitely double my money. Then we're looking at least triple, maybe quadruple. If I get $400 for everything here, it'll be awesome. Usually I end up keeping more stuff, but I'm only keeping $7 worth, so that's really good. I'm getting better at that. This is mostly stuff to sell. So, anyways, guys, I just wanted to share this Goodwill haul with you. I'll let you know if I only double or hopefully triple my money. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please help me out and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my subscriber count, and I'm trying to work on getting some better quality equipment to film these videos, and I got a ton more material to show you guys about how I'm running my eBay business and my Amazon business now. I've got a lot of little tricks here that I've learned, so there's a little learning curve to it, but once you get it down, it becomes kind of automated, and then you're just sitting back and making money every day, and you get to chill at home and listen to podcasts and get work done, you know, sell a couple $100 worth of stuff every day. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe, give me a comment, let me know what you thought was the coolest thing here, what you are jealous that I found. I'm so psyched on this thing right here. Power supply, brand new, Yeah, I didn't tell you. I looked it up online. It's not crazy. It's like $50 maybe, around the $50 range. Not crazy. These CD players are probably worth more, but this is something I actually want, and I'm gonna actually maybe build a PC with it. So stay tuned for that as well. Appreciate the view, guys. Stay safe. Remember, what goes around comes around. Help your neighbors out. They'll help you. Appreciate it, guys. Catch you later.